Thank you for tuning in and welcome back, team. In today's episode of Home Buying Tips, you'll learn 3 home buying tips for a fast-paced real estate market. My name is Finney, your real estate geek. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. For reference, I upload 6 days a week, so please be sure to tap the bell icon and you'll get the very next video as soon as it's ready. Okay, team, let's talk about this. Whenever we're facing a strong seller's market and we're looking to buy a home, we got to be prepared to move fast. There's 3 things that we can do as home buyers to move extremely fast and make sure that you're going to get the winning bid, or that you can actually beat out a bidding war if at all possible. So let's go ahead and get right into it with the first one, which is setting up instant property alerts. Now, I know that right now you may be looking at sites like Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, or something like that. It might be a little bit of a surprise that a lot of the big sites aren't going to actually get the data as quickly as your real estate agent can. So the multiple listing service is actually going to be updated every single second on the second, and it just goes down realistically that fast. Everything is in 110% real time. So even with like a lot of agent real estate sites like my own on andrewfinneyteam.com, it actually updates every 15 minutes, which is still faster than even the biggest of the sites. So you want to make sure that when you're setting up instant property alerts, that every second, every minute counts, because it could be the difference in between you seeing the right house and being able to go out and see it that exact same day, make a great offer on that house, and getting it accepted prior to other people seeing it. If you're waiting on Zillow or something, by the time it hits Zillow or Redfin or Realtor.com or one of those other sites, it already might be too late. There might be 12 other agents over there in the next 24 hours, and you might be now facing a multiple bidding situation. So it's extremely important to know that every minute counts, to have a sense of urgency, set up those instant property alerts, and make sure, by the way, I always share this with the families that I work here with in Las Vegas. Make sure that whenever you're looking at the pictures online, whether they're great pictures or whether they're lousy pictures, do your best to determine on a 1 to 5 star scale rating how much you really like that house. And let's be like brutally honest here. If that house is like on the 1 to 5 star rating, if that house is a 5, then it's like, OMG, let me move in today. If that house is like a 1, then it means it's so awful you want to take my glasses off through this video, stab me in the eye because we showed you something so awful, right? So I know that's a little bit crazy, or might sound a little bit crazy, but keep that in mind. With any house that you truly feel in your mind of mind and in your heart of hearts that it's a 4-star or above, that's one that you should be ready to go see, and it should be confirmation in person when you do see it in person of what you saw in the pictures. A 4-star home and above are the ones that you want to write an offer on, because most homes are never a 5 until you make them your own. Something to think about there, especially when you're going through your property alerts. Just because you get all these property alerts that are going to be sent to you, not every home's going to be the right home. Now, if you and your trusted real estate advisor had met up at the office and you guys actually discussed your home buying needs, what I kind of call a discovery meeting, set up a search together, then the homes that you're getting in those property alerts should be ideally what you're looking for in your new home. So just keep that in mind as we move forward into tip 2. So tip 2 is actually making sure that you're working with the right trusted real estate advisor who moves fast. The agent has to move fast. If you're working with a top agent, they're going to be ready to move fast, because they got to understand your home buying needs and the pace of the current market. And a strong buyer's agent or a strong trusted real estate advisor, whether they're representing sellers and buyers like I do, will understand just the nature of how fast paced it is for the seller and how to help them, and how fast paced it is for the buyer and how to help the buyer. So it's important to have that buyer that as soon as those properties drop, you guys have already pre-identified times that work for your schedule. Let's say that you're working 9 to 5, but after 5:15, 5:30 you're available, or before 9 a.m. you might be available between like 8 and 8:30 or something like that. Or if you get a lunch break, every availability you have, your agent needs to know. That way you guys can set up showings and go out and see that property as quickly as possible. You got to have an agent that is going to move fast. It's really what it comes down to. A fast moving agent is going to represent your best interest and going to be able to help you get into that home as quickly as possible. Now, it is pretty interesting to note, not all agents are created equally. I mean, you got different kind of agents out there. You got agents that work part-time. You got some agents that just aren't tech savvy. You have agents that are kind of lackadaisical to the process, or maybe don't understand the process. But working with a fast, tech savvy agent that can simplify the process for you is going to be crucially important to your success. You might want to go back and revisit the video that I made a while back ago about picking a real estate agent. And again, if you need help with that, just let me know. I'm happy to reach out to my network of top agents and put you in touch with one in your local area. Anyways, okay, let's go into the third one. Now, the third one is being prepared to make an aggressive offer. If you walk into that house and you saw it and you're like, okay, yeah, it's 4-star in the pictures, I like it. You contact your agent, you guys go check it out, and you're like, yeah, this is actually maybe a 4-star or 4.5-star house. It's a gorgeous house. I'm ready to, I want this house. But then you're like, oh, well, I want to sleep on it. Well, if you sleep on it, you could lose it. And I'm not saying that as a real estate agent. I'm just telling you that because I see it every single day in a fast-paced market where one person is thinking, oh, let me think on it. Another person is throwing down the offer. The one that's throwing down the offer is likely to get their offer accepted, or at least ways to be in the running if it does go into a multiple bid situation. So be prepared to make an aggressive offer. Put your best foot forward. Put your best offer forward the first time. Make sure that it's realistic in keeping with the comparable sales and everything in the location. I'm not telling you to go crazy and just start offering eccentric prices above the list price. I mean, that's just stupid. But make sure that you're out there working with your trusted real estate advisor, that you know what the market value is of that home, and be prepared to make an aggressive offer, whether it's offering the seller different things that might be more amenable to them. Maybe they're buying a home themselves. Maybe they need a flexible move out date. Maybe they need a short-term lease back. Maybe paying their property transfer tax for them could help out. I mean, there's a lot of different tactics that can take. Now, doing that will really help out in a fast-paced market. I mean, today's video is really just about 3 down and dirty things that you can do right now that you can use if you're in the home buying mode right now. These are 3 tips that if you put them into practice right now, you're going to see yourself successful and hopefully in the next few days under contract and with your brand new home yourself. Now, tell me what you're thinking about this video in the comment section below. Which one of these tips are you going to put to use today? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop up my contact information. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, please let me know. Always love to hear from you. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now, like this video, and share it around with someone you know it's going to really help, because just like you, I'm sure you could think of just one other person that could really benefit from this video today. Thank you so much for watching today, team. In between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. See you soon.